Hello world. It's been a while since I recorded subscribers request. Last time was quite a long time ago. I got this comment, couple of comments. Where is download? The guy probably means the thing I do for beamNG game. He probably means this vehicle, if I understand correctly, because I keep crashing them. It's kind of my fetish. I like changing design of the cars and crashing them into walls. So yeah, I'm going to put link in the description for downloading this model, but I have to say that it's still IBISHU. Even though it's modified, I redesigned it. I make it look better, at least I think so. In my opinion, I tried to make it more attractive. By the way, which one is better, on the left or on the right? Which one is better looking? I can admit that on the left, on the original, maybe the lower part of the bumper is more interesting and more expressive, but in general look, I think the vehicle on the right is better looking. Well, it's still not finished. I'm still going to try to finish it. The thing is, I don't have time, unfortunately. Also, very minor changes from original beamNG vehicle. It's that they call it B pillar, I think, because on the original car it's this area painted red as the body of the car, and on my redesign it's all dark black plastic. Makes appear the side windows like a one whole piece, and I think it's a better looking appearance. And on the rear there is not much changes. I did only change the tail lights. In here I make this line parallel to the cut line on the trunk. And here it's not parallel. It's what's the geometric figure? I forgot the name. Also, this very minor change, I think, get great effect. This is, I think, more attractive. Even though I would have changed the backup lights position, maybe I put it in a different place, most likely. Okay, and also the creators of the game, they tried to make it appear like car from late 80s, early 90s, maybe 90s car, and because they cannot buy a license from real car manufacturer, they have to come up with original design, and some of the design I wouldn't say great. It's okay, I guess. This one actually okay too. If you close these holes, it's gonna look, I think, even good. These holes are really bothering me, but it's not a big deal. Again, it's just my thing. I do the redesigning of the vehicles. Also, it's kind of challenging because I would like to make cars completely different with my own original design, but I'm severely limited by the game damage system, because every panel on the car in this game, it has its own damaging geometry, and I cannot change it too much. So even if I can if I change it, I cannot change it more than 10% probably, the positions of the panels, because then damaging system is going to be glitchy and it will not look good. Okay, this was all by the first question, where's the download? Yeah, I'm going to put download link in the description. Okay, and there is another question. Can you make a tutorial on how you did it? I don't exactly understand what KOA means by that, but maybe it means in general. How can you make your own car in beamNG engine? How can you model and export it? Well, I'm not modeling it, I'm basically modifying existing models, existing cars. And recently I started doing this, I forgot the name of V something. Give me a second. Okay, not this folder. Vivase. Yes, that's the name of the vehicle. This one, I think, in my personal opinion, just ugly. I don't know, it's not attractive at all. And I'm going to try to change its design without changing panels of the car. On the back it's actually okay, it doesn't look that ugly. And if we return to the question of the guy, like how you did it, I just started it today, redesigning it, and I changed just only hood of the vehicle. This is hood of the original car, and this is hood redesigned. It's just a minor changes there are. And if you get back to the question how I did it, here's the blender, and all cars, all vehicles in a beamNG engine, beamNG game, they're all situated. Just go to your C drive, program files, 86, and go to your, come on, where is it, Steam folder, Steam apps, and common folder. Here you can find beamNG drive, and all the cars, all the vehicles, all the main stuff are in a content folder, vehicles folder. And here you can actually find, this is coupe and this is the IBISHU. Okay, and the car I'm modifying right now, Vivase, is actually named as a Vivase. I hope I'm pronouncing this correctly. You can unpack these files, and later just let me show you. For example, let's take this Legrand. I don't even know what it is, and copy it in some different folder I already created. So you have to always keep the original file in order. If you mess it up, you just overwrite the messed up file with an original file. So I have this folder, all content backup, and it contains all the files, all the original files. If I mess it up, I'm going to just copy all these files to that content folder, where the build of the game. Where is the build of the game? Okay, let's unpack it, and let's use Blender. Let's create a new file, and let's import the geometry in the beamNG game. Has this file system DAE collada, and go to that folder where you just unpack it and open this DAE file, collada file. Yeah, it's now you can modify it, and when you modify it, you the way you have to keep all the names of the all components very same, and also is very important not to change materials, because if you for example, if you create cars, 3D model cars of your own, and later use materials created here in Blender, it might not work in beamNG. Well, I have to admit that I'm also new in this thing, making mods for game and things like that, so I don't know a lot of stuff. A lot of things I'm struggling myself, and I'm going to show you on already existing example of the. By the way, also you kind of have to. Here there are not much additional modification, but on that V-Base vehicle there are ton of different bumpers, different hoods, different design, and in some of the files you kind of have to sort things out, all this, but the good thing it's already named properly, all these components, so it should be easy. And on a particular example of V-Base, I'm going to show you how to modify vehicles in beamNG. Here you can see the already modified hood, and also you can see kinda here, look at this, door cut areas where the shading of the polygons is kind of broken, and you can see similar thing here within beamNG engine. So the old geometry has to be exported properly. I actually don't know the way. I just kind of fixing geometry myself. I'm adding like how to say it correctly. I'm adding polygons, adding geometry on a border in these areas, this thin line loop, and it kind of fixes it. With it, this look here is very visible, like on a fender. It's all kind of shading is broken, and on a hood it looks okay. You can see cut line, and the geometry not that heavy because it's still a video game, and the geometry cannot be too heavy. And this breaking of the shading happens because of the it probably was modeled differently. They use different technique of modeling. The 3D modeler who did that, probably he maybe even didn't do it in Blender, because they have different shading modes or smoothing groups, as they say it. They call it in 3ds Max, I think. Here you can see that kind of keen edge where it's not supposed to be, and it's still broken on the side. Okay, and for example, I want to modify this fender, and just for example, just to show, I'm going to do something crazy like this, and open all the hidden sorted out files, select all of them, and export the .dae collada file. I have to apologize, I didn't prepare for this video at all. I'm kinda tired. I don't have a good voice, and I don't know, I apologize for this. Okay, we saved it as a collada file to separate folder. I'm saving it to different folder, and it's supposed to be right over here, file I just exported. And now we have to move it to the engine, and the engine is what I done, it's not on a Steam folder, program file folder. The actual mod is in document. You go to the My Computer, Documents, and we have beamNG drive folder, mods folder, unpacked, and here's our Viv Ace. And also kind of important thing I noticed, the folder has to be named differently. Like if it's going to be named Vivace, because engine already has vehicle with the very same name, it just won't read it and it will not be, I'm sorry, it will not be shown on the listings. Oh, my headphones fell down. Okay, well, let's continue. We are moving, that's replacing Collada file which we exported from Blender right here and replacing it. Okay, now that's an interesting thing, by the way, about beamNG game. You don't have to quit game in order to see the changes. You change geometry and it appears right here, which is kind of personally to me was very surprising thing, because on different games when I did mods for GTA Vice City, oh my god, that was so long ago, GTA Vice City, you have to kind of quit the game and restart it to see changes. And here it's working like it doesn't have to recompile the game engine, just doing it on the fly apparently, which is kind of really weird. Well, now we see change fender, and this is the way you can modify beamNG vehicles. But still, I really would like to just build a vehicle completely my own with completely original design, and maybe I'll learn one day. It's just the thing, like yeah, I can change geometry, like visible appearance of the car. I can change it dramatically, but the visual appearance of the car and damaging system will not match later. Damaging system of the panels of the vehicle has to be changed too, and the thing which is not really working for some reason, at least on my machine, that this editor, node beam editor, just doesn't want to change it, doesn't want, I don't know, it's not working properly. Let's try to open some damaging system of the vehicle, some beamNG vehicle, for example in the same Y-base, and these files, they are JBeam files, and for example front bumper, I opened it, but in order to modify it I have to move this point and it's not working. I cannot move it, I cannot edit it, cannot do anything, cannot even select it. I can't even select it, which is kinda sucks. And there is nothing I can do, at least for now. Okay, well, that was a little kind of subscribers request. I don't even know if he's a subscriber or not. I hope I answer these two questions. I'm going to continue make my fetish videos, just crashing cars into walls. But the good thing, they are not real cars. They are cars in 3D within a game. So I think that's it for today. I wish everybody well, and if you like it, like it. If you don't like it, you can always leave a mean comment in the comment section below. Till next time, bye bye.